Perfect.
That's a little bit chilly.
It's so bouncy. Oh boy. Pablo, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Bien, bien. Estás trabajando, ¿eh? I thought I would spice it up today, Justin. I thought we'd do a little yo siempre, siempre. I thought we'd spice it up a little bit and try to pull some trees out with the loader. I really wish that I got my new phone holder here, but it's a little more bouncy than the other one. I really thought it was going to be better, but or this machine's much bouncier because it's driving on the tires and stuff. But Jerry, it's chilly out. Luckily, we got some heat in the cab today. A little bit chilly. That's no joke. It's about 20 degrees again today, I think. Maybe 25, 26. That's uh that's still plenty chilly for me. Loader guy's on vacation, so I said, you know what? Let's dial it up. Let's run the loader ourselves a little bit today. See if it's any more efficient. Some of these bigger trees I'm not going to try and mess with, but some of the smaller ones I should be able to get efficiently. Or oh, come on now, I should be able to get most of these just as fast with this machine as with the other one. And we're already off to a decent start. I have not yet mastered the art of backfilling the holes as well, but we're going to figure that out as we go. I still leave some pretty big holes. We will get there, friends. We will get there. This thing probably needs to get greased, but I don't have a battery for my grease gun. Hector, ¿cómo estás? Mike B, out here in Oakland, hanging out with the city folk, huh? So we got a couple of trees on the rake here. We just back them out. Oh no, we got some stuff stuck in the root ball, in between the tines. There we go. So what kind of machine are we operating here? This is a Cat 936 loader with a root rake on the front of it. So I kind of just go up and pinch right underneath right at the base of the trunks, and the teeth kind of do a great job of pulling these out. I just whipped out a heat. I'll name it. Keep it clean here. You need a diesel rig bro. That shit ain't got no power. This is diesel, my friend. This is a Cat 936F loader. Plenty big, plenty of diesel, my friend. Plenty of diesel. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Thought it was electric. It's electric, no shot. Never used the rig. How's it working for you? I wish that this machine, our last loader, sorry, we used to have an old case loader, and the case loader had grapples on it. This one doesn't. I wish it did. And we've been using this for a couple of years now. This is what we usually take our tart cherry trees out when we're done with them. I wish that it had grapples on it. Makes it easier for picking stuff up. But it's also, the tines are getting a little bit shorter. The tines are getting short, so it makes it, it's just getting worn down after all the years, that's all. I already pulled this tree out earlier, so we're going to try to pull that bad boy back in. Yeah, the grappling would be nice. Hector's a pro operator, loader operator. Why don't you come out here, drive over from Oakland, come run it. Pretty cool you have a job where you can work and share your work and chat with people. Yes. It's nice. I work on a family cherry farm, so we kind of just, I don't know. We've been hanging out for a couple days in a row now. Anytime that I can operate something and chat with you guys all at the same time, I think it's great. I love sharing what I do and my experiences. I don't claim to be a professional operating anything. I just like driving stuff. The bigger, the better. The bigger, the better. What are you guys up to today? I think this might be a record of like most consecutive days in a row of streaming. Long drive from North Carolina. Yeah, I'd say so. The only time I've ever been to North Carolina, I went to a golf camp at what's the famous golf course? Pinehurst. Is that what it's called? Pinehurst. Nate Lee. Nate Lee started as a skipper. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. I don't think truer words have been spoken. We started out skimming cherry tanks, and now we're here making YouTube videos. Guys, we just passed 2 million views on the channel earlier today. 2 million views. That's crazy. Yeah, Pinehurst. Your girlfriend lives in Pinehurst. Yeah, one of my buddy's grandparents used to live on the golf course there, so um, I did a golf camp there back in the day when I was really young. Back in the young days. Yeah, 2 million views. We're coming up on almost 2.5 actually. I think we're at 2.2 something. So it took us like 8 months to get to a million views, and it took us about a week and a half to get our next million. That's crazy. Kind of wild. Kind of wild. Kind of crazy. Try to be a part of something bigger than myself. Well, I gotta go. Gotta dig a ditch with a JCB backhoe. You're welcome back anytime, Mike. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Try to live stream, I don't know, 1 or 2 times a week, depending on what we're doing. If we can do more, we do more. Nate, are you still in here? I will. Thanks for stopping in. Nate, your Christmas card is still on my table. Do you want it? Actually, I think I put it in the mailbox. I think it should be on its way to the crib. A little late. I hope your wife didn't put the Christmas cards away yet, because there's one more coming. That day that I asked you for your address, I actually wrote it out and did the whole thing, and then it sat on the table, and something got put on top of it. Never got mailed out. We were cleaning up a little bit yesterday, and I was like, "Holy shit! Look at there's Nate's there's, there's Nate's Christmas card. Holy cow!" So you got that going for you. So you can look forward to that. He said, "I kind of feel like we're 1 or 2 shy today. I don't know, or one or two shy this year. What's going on?" Well, when they don't make it in the mail, it's actually you and one other person didn't make the cut on the first mailing. When are you coming home again? I still can't get over the tea you sent me the other day. I think about it frequently. I thought about it on the way in today. I was like, "Holy cow! You gotta be kidding me!" Summer, you know it's January, right? So after I pull all the trees out here, do we grow potatoes? No, we grow apples and cherries. Apples and cherries. This is a fruit farm. So after I pull the trees out, I just I just kind of push them over here out of the way to this little stack we got going, just to make a little more room. No potatoes, only apples and cherries. We have a lot of vacant land that we lease out to other farmers when we need to put a little crop rotation in. So we've had oats, corn, beans, sunflowers, winter wheat. All that is grown here, just not John Deere machine. No, it's a cat. It's a cat. What types of trees we have in here? We have all kinds of. We have let's see. We have pine, poplar, and maple. Pine, poplar, and maple are the make up the majority of this. Juan, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Buen día, Juan. La chingada. Los trabajadores de Jalisco están aquí hoy. Yeah. What's everyone doing today? Some bigger trees right there. I'm not sure I want to dive into that quite yet. Maple trees are the biggest bear of them all. Maple trees have such strong root systems. They are such a pain to get out. I will have to say that. You got to get one of the tines directly under, and they still don't want to pop out. Usually I leave those for the excavator. Número uno de Jalisco. Hey, cuidado, hay muchos trabajadores aquí, amigo. There, this guy was hanging on pretty good. So after I get them out, I kind of just want to push. I push them kind of back into the hole and shake the root a little bit so I can get as much of the dirt out as possible before I pull the tree back out. Sometimes I get a couple trees at a time, and sometimes I just get one. Just depends on how lucky I am, I guess. Don't forget to double tap the screen, everybody. Double tap the screen for like the video. Let's see, where do I want to go next? What spot do I want to aim for? Oh my goodness. Very uneven ground in here. Now, is that my fault? Could be. Could be. Could very well be. Just trying to do a little bit of backfilling. Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. You must say that a lot because that's your name. There's a lot of really small ones. Toby. Now we're running the root rake. Tyler's gone on vacation, so I said, you know what? We're going to spice it up a little bit on the channel and do something we haven't done yet. So now we're running a new piece of equipment. Man, I'm telling you, these maples, they're the real deal. You literally have to get directly underneath the suckers in order to get them out. Wow. What do you guys got as a payloader? Cat 936, my friend. The Cat 936F. It actually does a pretty solid job. It gets about everything done that we need for it on the farm here. We got a root rake for taking trees out. We also have a snow pusher for it. We got a bucket and forks. So it's quite the versatile machine for us. What do you guys farm? I see, yeah, at least the farmer. Is that a hydro axle or a brush head? This is just a rake. Just a hydraulic loader with a big old brush rake on the front. But we're actually gonna, oh look, I split the tree in half. We gotta take it back to the shop here in a couple hours to get it serviced. We got a little gap and some work that's going on so we can get it in to get work done. So we got that going for us here in a little bit, but we got a couple hours to get some work done with it. Looks like I got a chunk of 5 or 6 trees here. There's a rock down in the middle of it. What is that? After that, I just try and scoop it out backwards, and then we kind of just drop it in a line. And then I'll push it into the big pile here. Oh, the trees froze. Yeah, they're coming out pretty good. No, I did not go back and move out the big maple we ripped out with the excavator yesterday. I haven't been over back that way yet. A lot of this stuff is just so small and it's clumped together that this machine usually does a pretty solid job of getting out multiple trees in one scoop. Because I'm kind of just bouncing around in different spots, pulling out what I can with what makes sense with this. And then I'll go back into the 160 probably tomorrow, and we'll go through and get all the bigger stuff out that we left. We're clearing this little chunk of trees here that's on the edge of one of the farms we just bought in order to just make a little more farmland. The trees are not frozen to the ground yet. The topsoil is a little bit crusty in some spots because it's been about 20 every day this week, but underneath they're not frozen. So the trees are popping out really nicely, and it's not going too bad here. It's going pretty smooth so far. Where are you working? This is just down off of Western Road. Right on the edge of the apple orchard. And maple trees, man. I'm telling you, maples are built different. They're just a different animal. Maples are a different animal with their root systems. It's very impressive. It's very impressive what they can stay up to. Hello from Central Maine. Welcome. This is Northern Michigan. Northern Michigan. Having a hard time grabbing onto this thing. Does the payloader have a steering wheel or joystick? Steering wheel and two levers for tilt and up and down. It's probably I forget what year it is. I think it's the early thousands. So after we pull the tree out, we'll just we grab it by the roots and pull it out of the way. It just looks like the woods in Maine. I bet they're pretty similar. What are your what are your woods full of, my friend? Are they full of staying warm in the loader? Yeah, the heat is so hot. I actually have the window open. What's in the woods in Maine? You guys have a bunch of maple, poplar, pine. What do you got up there? Sorry, my the phone holder is much wobblier in this machine than it is in the in the excavator. Oh no, you son of a gun! Spruce for pine, hardwood patches, a lot of spruce and firs though. Yeah, 26 degrees here today. A little warmer than yesterday. We've been in the low 20s for a while. We've been in the low 20s for a while. Guys, if you're new here, hello from Kansas. How's the ice down there? Did you guys get a big ice storm and shit? And stuff? Probably pretty chilly down that way. Guys, if you're new here, this is a YouTube channel about farming apples and cherries here in Michigan. That's what we grow here on the farm. We produce a lot of cherries. We're one of the largest producers in the country. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to double tap the screen, like the video, say hi. Don't be afraid to chat. We got a really friendly group. Ryan, hello. Cindy, welcome back. Cindy, she's back. Cindy watches from South Africa. He says, yeah, we got a foot of snow and things are pretty much shut down. That's crazy. If we get a foot of snow, there's still school open. A foot of snow isn't anything to the Michiganders, but we're also used to it. We're more properly equipped, I would say. You're moving some logs today. A guy on the other live stream the other day said this is cowboy logging, is what he called it. I'm pretty much just out here ripping trees out. That may have been a stump. I'm looking for stumps. Cindy, of course I remembered. Of course I remembered. I do my very best to try and, as long as I can get under the root ball, it's great. I'm invested in the followers. If you make an effort to show up to the live streams and hang out, I'm gonna get to know you. We got a great group of people here so far. Yeah, Ryan, what do you do? Last last you thought I was from Kansas. That's true. That was after day one, and it was Arkansas. I could have swore you said you were from Arkansas. I could have swore it was Arkansas. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what I was thinking about is I'm pretty sure that I left that no bake cookie in the other machine. I didn't take it with me, so I might have a nice snack, a little treat in the other machine. Yeah, you're from Benton Harbor, Michigan. You missed the lake effect snow. Nice. If you're from Benton Harbor, then you probably know where our southern Michigan farms are. If you've ever heard of the town Dowagiac, it's Dowagiac. Dowagiac Sister Lakes area. That's a little bit east of Benton Harbor, about 25, 30 minutes away. We have about 1,000 acres of farms down there. Oh my goodness. I wish this was way more stable. The old Benton Harbor. I didn't pull those trees out far enough, so it made a little more of a mess than I wanted it to, but nothing we can't clean up quick. Just gonna do a little reset. Pick up this root ball. I should be able to push this tree that's angled the wrong way over here. Of course, it had to go through the rake. No pain. Sirkin, what up, fam? How are things in Pakistan? God dang it. We can't beat that. I figured that wasn't going to go anywhere. Nobody said anything yet today about it. Nobody said anything but you. Small world. It's crazy. Yeah, I know exactly. I mean, some of the spots in Benton Harbor, it's a bit of a sketchy place. But I went and got some. I didn't went on a parts run down there one time, and I went to some sketchy. Look, I went through some sketchy spots. We're good, brother. We're doing something a little different. I parked the big machine, and now we're running the loader today because the loader guy just found out it's on vacation. So I said, you know what? Why don't we do something a little bit different here today? Yeah, it's sketchy. It's probably why you moved. It's not the best. It's not the best place anymore to live. That's for sure. From what I've noticed. So yeah, I mean, I only go down there just for parts because it's just the closest city to where our farm's at. But push this guy down, please. Thank you. That's crazy. It is such a small world. What are the chances you stop into some dude's live stream? Probably came from the YouTube Shorts feed. Stopped in, asked what's up. We frequent the same town. Maybe cross paths one day in the past. You never know. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. We'll go see. We'll go test the waters here with these couple little trees. See if I can't pluck something up. Just I am just not a master of filling in the holes. I don't know how they do it. Whoa. You just never know what you're going to see in here because this was clear cut back in the day. So sometimes it's a lot of stumps, sometimes it's just trees, but you don't know because everything's under the surface and under the snow. So it's like a bit of a double negative. I can't see effing nothing out of this thing. Try to keep the dirt out. Just out here making a mess today on the farm. Works best if you can try and get all of the root balls to all kind of line up together. It makes it easier to push them later. I don't know what's more efficient. Might be the loader, might be the excavator. The journey. I saw this video once of a bin cat attachment with spinning blades mulching through all this kind of thick brush. That's crazy. This is just a root rake. Oh, a bobcat. Yeah. Sometimes there's you can get a forestry grinder for a skid steer, and those work fantastic. But we don't have one of those. I wish that this would come out. I gotta go down into the dirt sooner. We got some stuff on there. We'll take that over to the pile. It's not gonna be cheap, Toby. It's not gonna be cheap. Most guys don't mess around. I'm not thinking it's gonna be very cheap, buddy. Might end up being expensive. Oh, you're just gonna get a nest, and you're just gonna waste the guy's time. Is that what you're telling me? You just want to know how much it's gonna cost, but you're not gonna actually do anything. Tisk tisk, Toby. Tisk tisk. Just gonna waste the guy's time. Unbelievable. Now that's not very nice, Toby. Come on, guy. Trust me, you don't want to be that guy. You're not that guy, pal. A joystick would be much nicer with this thing. The amount of just little adjustments I'm trying to make with two fingers. With just the two fingers. You know, the snow on the ground makes it hard to see any low-lying stumps, that's for sure. I liked it better when the stumps were at a minimum. Wow, it stopped me in my tracks. There is a root ball right here. We plucked it out just nice. I'm just doing the lower acre, though, he says. Man, that stinks. That was a nice. It was a nice path I had right there. Guys, if you're new here, don't forget to like the video. Double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel. We do this a couple times a week. Try to do some live streams, chatting with friends. I wish I had a grapple. That would make this a million times better. Wow. I would kill for a grapple. You're not joking. That sure would be nice. I'm gonna drop the dirt down. Let's scoop up the scraps. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might be more efficient with the other machine. I'm not gonna lie. I think we. This one is a bit slower, but it can take out more at the same time than the other one can. But the mess it leaves behind is it's a lot. It's leaving a huge mess. But I also just wanted to change it up a little bit because we've been staring at that orange machine for a couple of days now, and I wanted to, I don't know, make it a little different, switch it up, get something fresh on the screen. It's literally the only thing I've been doing is just this work for like the last week. And it doesn't find the stumps as well. I think I'm gonna fire up the other machine. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit while we'll let the other machine warm up while we're messing around here for a hot second. I see someone earlier ask how you were doing in Pakistan. Do you work over there? No, I do not work in Pakistan. That is an inside joke. While I was eating lunch the other day, some guy from Pakistan started asking all these questions, and then somebody said that I was from Pakistan, which I'm not, and now it's turned into some giant joke. I wish I had a cool job where I traveled the world to do stuff like this, but no, I'm not from Pakistan. That's too funny. Sirkin won't let that go. I know he's in here somewhere. We'll fire the old 160 back up. We'll let it get warmed up. Excuse me. Pakistan jokes. That's too funny. All right. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into before we wait for the other machine. We'll pull a couple more trees up out of here. That looks like they're already tipped over. There's something going on here. Jay Ross, what up, brother? Oh, this is that pile of scrap. Yeah, we're kind of back at it. We're ripping some trees out. I thought we'd spice it up for a little bit today here and try our cat loader out. The loader guy's gone on vacation, so I said, you know what? I'll fire it up. I'll fire it up here and we'll run it for a little bit. But I've decided that I'm a more efficient employee while I'm running the other machine. So I just turned that on. We're going to warm it up. And we'll start on that. But how you been, brother? And this guy has been running this. Has not been greasing it. Yikes. This thing needs some grease, boys. But my Milwaukee grease gun battery is dead. I greased the other machine before I went home last night. Cleaned out the tracks. Yes. Juan came out and filled it up last night. So we will not be running out of diesel. That was a concern there for a hot second. I didn't know if we were going to make it because I think I went 3 days without filling it up. You've been unwell and the doc refusing to help you. That's no good. Sounds like a rough situation. You gotta find yourself a better doctor, my guy. Holy. Coping's a better word for it, right? Coping. You can cope. Whoa. There's too many holes this thing leaves behind. I don't know how he backfills. He must stick it down in the dirt and carry a bunch with him. Gotta be what he does. But I sure as hell can't figure it out. Well, anybody that's new here, welcome. Welcome. We're taking out a wooded area of the farm in order to make more room for crops. Double jointed with 3 slip discs. Jeez, guys, jeez. Oh, it's annoying. Yeah. Those guys are supposed to be helping. Oh man, we are just there's holes everywhere out here. What do you do for the cane or the pain? A little bit of marijuana or what? Yikes, gotta see a different doctor. That that would be top on my list for sure. Smoke weed and drink. Except yeah, that stuff's a little addicting. Oh, all right. Let's see if we can move a couple of these trees on the ground here to make some room for the machine when I get started. It should be able to kind of just sneak in here and then pick them up and move them as long as I can get close enough to where I need to start. 23 years of neglect. Sometimes okay is just good enough. So I'll come over and we'll finish this. Finish cleaning these down trees, and then we'll go park the loader and jump in the excavator. Guys, don't forget to sub. We're almost to 4,000 new subs. Not new. We're almost up to 4,000, 4K subscribers on the channel. We started this year at 2,500. What a great start to the year. Great start to the year. What a great start. So if you're new here, don't miss out. Hit the subscribe button. So you don't miss anything. We got a lot of cool content on here. We produce cherries, apples. We have our own bees that we pollinate all of our own stuff with. We grow all of our own fruit trees. A lot of cool, a lot of great stuff you guys got to check out. On a happy note, how'd the Discords go? Yeah, we got the Discord's rocking. We got a lot of people hanging out in the Discord. You guys can check that out through the community tab. You guys can check that out in the community tab on the channel to get a link to the Discord to join. Or Justin will put one in, one or the other. I think what do we have, like 10 people in there so far? I think it's about 10 people. It's my new phone thing. It's pretty sweet. We got to drive that back to the shop later, but not worried about that yet. I'm going to go grab something out of my truck. Maybe a little sip of water. My truck is so dirty. It's supposed to be white. It is supposed to be white, but it is not really looking that white right now. You should join, Jay. 10 out of 10 recommend, brother. Whoa. Keep fighting the good fight, guys, you know? So we were running this. And now we're going to jump back into the 160. This is the rake we're using. It really could use a grapple. It's kind of a pain that it doesn't have it, but a root rake. And now we're going to jump back in the old times. And there's our little mini excavator too. We got all kinds of equipment here. Let's get back in the old girl. Old Faithful. What do we have to reconnect for? We got all kinds of tools, buddy. Yeah, now I can have my snack. That's right. Oh my God. I gotta shut this door. It's chilly. I don't even think the heat's going yet. Where is that snack? Oh! I bet it's hard as a freaking... It's hard as a rock. It's not even edible. I'm gonna put it on top of the heater. Put that on top of the heater. Who is that? Yeah, I don't know who that is, but... I did. I put the cookie in heater because it's frozen solid. It is frozen solid. Straight frozen. Jeremy, what's going on? Welcome back, brother. This window is so annoying. Holy. We're just going to kind of dive right back in over here. Can't forget the cookie. Absolutely not, though. That thing is it's as hard as a rock. That thing's gonna need some time. That thing needs some time. Good afternoon, everybody. Guys, don't forget to double tap the screen. It really helps me out and it's free. Don't forget to like and sub. We're pulling out trees again. We started with our loader, but as you can tell, we kind of just made a big mess. So we kind of moved on from that. And we got back into this. We really didn't get anything worth mentioning as far as snow goes. Oh yeah, it definitely changes the landscape. That's for sure. But there's just maple trees. These big things are tough to get out with the other machine. Look at the root system just shoots all the way out to the right. That would have taken me like 5 minutes with the other loader, with that loader. Yeah, the snow is it's a nice touch. We've been getting snow for like 3 days, but there's just no accumulation to it. It's just like constantly lightly snowing. So try and get as much dirt off as we can. Man, it's feeling pretty chilly right now, but that's because that other machine, I was literally sweating my nuts off in it. See how much dirt was in there? That root ball was 2 times the size of this. Literally, it was 2 times as big. But after you get all the dirt out of there, you're like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. It's not that big. I mean, it's still a pretty big tree, but oh, there's some of the little branches. We'll do that one there. Now we're gonna kind of get our way over here to the left. This is Michigan. This is northern Michigan in the United States. If you're not from here, I always feel like I have to throw that disclaimer out there because there's a fair amount of people that watch that aren't from the States, which is exciting. A multinational stream. Where are you from? There's a lot of dirt here. We got to do a little Wisconsin. Nice. What's the weather like in Wisconsin? Is it cold? Snowy? We bought a couple pickup trucks in Wisconsin in the Appleton area. cold. The last truck, my truck in the background right there, we got that from whatever town Lambeau Field is in. We literally were like 5 minutes from there. Looks like there's a bunch of dead stuff here. We might be able to pluck out all at one time. Maybe a couple live ones. We'll stop over here, grab these. We got one along for the ride up top. Okay, we'll put these here. We'll make a nice stack. Brad, you just missed it, brother. We were running the Cat 936, and I just decided that I'm more efficient at taking trees out with this than that, so we parked it. You run them in the backhoe style, huh? It's like second nature. You're right. Oh, tree stump behind. Little double trouble here. No wonder why this tree's putting up a fight. Come on now. Yeah, it's a little bit kind of like second nature. It's at one point, isn't it? It just comes easy to you eventually. You stop thinking about it and you just know exactly how to do it, what to do. Those are too close to me. The first of the year, I believe. Hunting season's over. Now you have to have special permits, which we can get here because we're a farm. We can get special hunting permits for bucks out of season. But you have to chop off the head and take it to the DNR. So, I mean, if you like it for the meat, fill the freezer, you can still hunt here, technically. Excuse me. We're gonna try and maximize all of the turns we can by Not spinning all the way around. Nice. We'll try not to spin all the way around until we have to. Oh, were you asking me when's the last season, or you were gone because it was the last day? Make it look easy. Hey, take some practice. I still have the machine flipped around backwards than when I have been driving it. So every time I go forward or back, I always guess the wrong direction first. There's no blade, so it's tough to, for me at least, to continue to visualize the backwardness until I get used to it. And then by then, I probably will have the machine turned around the other way. Got a lot of frozen dirt in the bucket. We got all kinds of stuff happening. That's going to be some digging around these trunks, I'm seeing. I'm just going to push that over because I'm going to have to do a lot of digging. It's the big trees you got to worry about. The little ones, you can get like all of them out at one time. But the big trees, some of them can become a little unpredictable. Don't be shy to chat, everybody. Don't be shy. We're just hanging out, asking questions. We're just pulling trees out on the farm. Is it good firewood? Absolutely not. We used to offer a bunch of wood to a lot of people, and they would say, yeah, I'll come get it. And then they never show up, and then we just leave wood stacked up everywhere. And so now we don't even offer it to anybody. How's my cookie? It's hot, but not melted yet. Mr. Sloth, have you ever rescued a cat from a tree with a digger? Absolutely not. The cookie has thawed. Yes, we will go back through and hand pick. Yeah, at the end, we'll walk across it, hand pick it, and then I'll rip it with our big tractor. And a big ripper, spring-loaded ripper. We'll go across it. Then we'll pick it. Then we'll disc it. Then we'll pick it. We'll cultivate it. Pick it. Cultivate it. Plant grass seed. So that's quite the. It can be quite the process. It can be quite the process. This is my leftover cookie. A no bake. W's in the chat if you like the no bakes. What a great cookie. W's. There we go, James. Cindy, you guys like the no bakes. This was a nice surprise. I left this in the machine yesterday after lunch, and I was like, wow, I could really use a nice treat here. Patrick, welcome back. Mm, you guys missed it. We've been running an array of equipment today. Multiple. Excuse me. Wow, snow's kind of coming down now. Huh? Yeah, I'll show you guys the apple orchard. This is my baby. High density apples. High density apples planted 12 feet apart, 4 feet or 3 feet in between the trees. Depends on which variety. Ooh, it's a nice looking orchard. That's going to be a nice orchard. We just got our very first crop off of it. When was it? This year. This year was our very first crop. We planted in 2001 or 2002. Been a long day in here in Norway. Been so much snow to plow in the city here. So it's good to relax after work. That's crazy. We're getting snow, but it's not, I don't know, it's not accumulating. We're not getting enough fast enough. These poplars are so weak. They just, yeah, it goes all the way up the hill. You can see the line behind the bucket. That's what's in the no bakes, Toby. You can see the trees going all the way up the hill. About 65, 60 acres worth, I believe. That might fall on the fence. It's not really a fence anymore because we took all the fence down. We stole it to reuse some of it. No, the loader guy, we all just work for the same farm. We all just work at the same farm. That's it. He's on vacation though. I think I said that a couple times already. He's on vacay, so I'm doing a little bit of everything, I guess you could say. I was running it earlier, but I'm more efficient with this machine. I think I do a better job with this. Getting the roots out and backfilling the holes is the big one. Filling in what's left behind. That's a big tree. Wow. Yeah, I was driving the other machine for the first hour, and now we've switched over to this one. I wanted to spice it up a little bit because everyone's been watching. We've been watching this machine for a week. I probably won't go live the rest of the week unless something changes. This will probably be the last live until next week, but um, I wanted to spice it up a little bit and show the other machine. But we've moved on from that. And now we're on to the back to this one. James, it's just like it's really just like pulling weeds on a bigger scale. Yeah, I mean a lot of these smaller ones, you literally can just put the teeth in the ground a little bit of the bucket, and most of them just pull right out. Except I want to grab more than that. We got to make this spin worth it. Poplars just break right in half if you're not careful. It is. Hydraulics are sweet. Hydraulics are cool. You can just move things so with such little effort and ease. Look, that's what's frustrating. These little ones, man, they just snap in half. A jack of all trades, Toby. That's still stuck in the ground over there. Ah, everything turns into all these little chunks. We don't want that. We want full trees. Just kind of scrape down and around so you get a nice little stack of stuff. You can stop. Oh my god. So annoying. Stuff so easily gets caught up on the bucket when it falls on top or when there's no resistance. Try and get all these little guys in here before we pick it up. This heater's pissing me off again. I don't know if there's anything in these high spots here, or if it's just all random stuff, or if it's just dirt. I think looks like there was a trunk there, but can't be too sure. There's a couple dead trees in here. We'll see if these are gonna put up a fight or just kind of fall over. Oh, that one just fell over. Gonna get up in there, get that rip all out. You had a long day. It's 21:25 here. Stay safe. You have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. Did you get your door? I forgot to ask you if you got your doors sanded. Is everybody back? It looked like I lost everybody for a hot second. Looks like we had a little reconnecting problem, but we're back. This orchard's not known to have the best signal, so I wouldn't be surprised if we potentially got disconnected. Something. Man. kind of fish through some stuff here, make sure we don't leave any. Just does it go from one bar to two? Come on. Oh, man. Are we back, or is it still no bueno? That just means I gotta make better progress faster, so I can get away from the bad signal. Back to where it's better. We're back. Perfect. 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 I just spent all this time smoothing this area up just for that big tree to mess that all up. Guys, what should I make a video about this week? I need to start thinking about what long form video I'm going to make for the week. What should I do? I'm taking advice. Anybody have any suggestions? I need suggestions. Suggestions. Help a guy out. What's my hobby? This is my hobby. I need to make a video of something that's happening on the farm, but the only thing happening on the farm is this. But I feel like I've already made a video for this. I have all the content that I've made so far. I could put something else together. I could blend some videos together. I just don't know what I should do. I just don't know yet. Chat. We're still trying to figure it out. Yeah, a little widowmaker up there. I see that. I see that. The people want to see reality, authenticity, they say. I should be able to do that. Maybe I'll just do a day in the life of a cherry farmer in the winter. That's not too hard, I guess, right? I watch workers, not so much the camera hog. Well, that's good because I don't try to be on cameras as much. The camera's on me for lunch hour, maybe a little couple snacks, a nice intros, maybe slightly explaining what we're doing. But other than that, I try to avoid it. Whoops, just lost those trees. That's okay. Oh no, that almost hit us. Yeah, well, today was kind of strange. I kind of didn't. We didn't really start out the day like normal. I had to get the loader. I had a meeting, and so we didn't really get off to the fastest start. Then I had to give some guy, another one of the other guys, a ride to go get a rental car for during lunch for his girlfriend. That town's a half hour plus away, so it was an interesting morning. Michigan Outdoors, welcome back. Just the people's man working for your entertainment. Hello from Poland. What's up? Hit the like button, says Michigan Gunman. Did you come up to? You were up here, weren't you? You came to the Great Wolf Lodge, right? How was the Traverse City hospitality for you? Pomes and Stones, baby. Yes, sir. Oh, we got a stump here. Hello. Get out of there. Where is it? It's kind of deteriorating as it's coming up. Can you ask one more time? One more time, what? From Poland. Where in Poland? I've never been. Ooh, there's a little more something else here. Another stump. Oh my god, it's like a grapevine. Always good in Traverse City. I stayed in Kalkaska Date. I visited the lodge. I was just in Kalkaska. I was just I was just there about an hour and a half ago. Right before we started live streaming. Eastern Europe, I know where Poland is. I'm not where in Poland. Oh, heck yeah. 5 miles, 5 minutes east of the Big Trout. So you go south out of town there a little bit, or you hit that like you head west. You head east on 72. Then where's the Southern hospitality? No sir, yes sir. Uh, I am from the Midwest. We just say oak. It's oak. Midwest here, but Midwest, brother. I don't want to go on this side of that. I want to go on the other side. Are you from the South then, Richard? Do you go by Richard? East of the hardware store. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like the breakfast joint in town there. Moose and Stella's. That's some top tier breakfast. I'm telling you. A lot more snow over there. I mean, this where I'm working right now is only probably 20 minutes from Kalkaska, but it's crazy how much more snow they get just a little bit more inland. The lake effect really just hammers over there. Timothy from South Africa, another South Africa. Mike B's back. How much do we have up our way? Maybe 2-3 inches. Maybe 2 to 3 inches. Not that much, but we did have a lot more earlier in the year, and it all melted. We had like 3 feet, 4 feet total so far. But then we had a week of, I think the one day it was 50 and raining. So we've had a lot of precipitation. Georgia born, South Carolina raised. Nice. Hello from Switzerland. I love it. I love all the folks from over across the pond, as they say. Welcome. This is the United States. Michigan. Poplars are so annoying. Oh my goodness. They just have no strength to them. They literally just break apart. You can't barely pick them up. That's how much we got Sunday and got more coming Friday night. Where are you? Where are you located at? Just go away. I can't stand these poplars. Maybe if I don't pinch them. Ah, North Carolina. That's right. You said that earlier. I wish. Skid racing on the weekends after hard wiring. Popular trees are pretty when you skin the bark off them, and then they dry out. Well, there's been plenty of deer damage I can see here. A lot of buck rubs right in this area here. But I didn't see there was poplars on the other side, but I didn't nearly have this much trouble with the breakage on the other side. But it may also be because they're half rubbed through from the bucks. James, hello from Georgia in the USA. This is Michigan, quite a bit north. You're very talented to read messages and work the backhoe. They don't leave the keys in the skidder. How long have you been operating equipment? We just bought this machine a little bit ago. Let me rephrase it. This is my first day, everyone. This is my first day. How am I doing? Track hoe. This is just an excavator. I'm running a Hitachi 160. So it's a pretty decent sized machine. It's got enough ass to pull some good sized trees out, but also not so big that you can't get around or anything like that. How did I start driving excavators? I'm interested in starting to use them. What I did was I started working on our farm here, and I started with our Mini. It's actually over here. You can see it. It's the yellow machine right there, and not the big one, the small one in the middle, right to the left of the bucket. I started running that machine there, which is just a really small machine. And after that, I moved over here to the 160 that I'm in, the big machine. And we rented another 135 John Deere for about a couple of weeks back in the day. Pretty good at clearing and leveling. Thanks. I was using the loader right here on the left, our Cat 936. to get the trees out, but I just not as skilled with that. I don't know how the guy who runs it all the time um, manages to backfill without leaving huge holes, because that's all I was doing. So I said, screw it, I'm getting back in my machine. I work for myself. I work for a farm. We farm apples and cherries on this channel. We farm apples and cherries, and we do different kinds of different stuff. So that's what we do on this channel. But in the meantime, because in the winter there's no apples and cherries, the trees need a dormancy period. So we get to do some other fun projects, like we bought this adjacent piece of land to our apple orchard here next to us, and it has a couple of different wooded patches, and we're just gonna take them out because they were clear cut for timber. Um, I don't know, probably 15 years ago, and they just left all the stumps. And so all these suckers are growing out all over the stumps and have grown to be just a big pain in the butt and an eyesore. So I'm out here pretty much taking anything, any sort of trees out that have grown up in the last 10, 15 years, and just ripping them right out of the ground. We're going to stack them up. We're going to burn all the wood. And then we'll probably take our bigger tractors through here with our ripper. We have like a big ripper shank that has, I don't know, 2-foot deep spring-loaded rippers, and we'll go through, rip up all the other roots, anything that's left, come through with our tractor again and smooth it up, plant grass, and maybe plant some apple trees here in a couple of years. Once our trees are big enough. Our apple trees are currently growing in the nursery. We grow all of our own trees. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of out here, I don't know, playing around through the live on. So we're just kind of, we're working and hanging out, reading messages, chatting as we take trees out. A couple trees at a time here, a couple trees there. Pretty simple, really, and easy to do, easy to chat. So if you guys think you're interested in learning more about how apples and cherries are made here in the U.S., don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I work with some good people from Michigan. Nice, James. What do you do? Will you feed the ground, or will it have the trees, or will it have what the trees need? No, we definitely will give it some fertilizer when the time comes. I put my late daughter on the dozer with a 6-way blade back out and showed her how to pop wheelies on a bobcat, and skid steer loader. Dude, the best thing that you can do is just be pretty good on all pieces of equipment, right? I like being able on our farm to jump on our dozer or jump on our front loader, jump in this, and just be able to operate anything and be able to do any type of job. It really makes you just way more valuable, I guess, to whoever you're employed to, or yourself if you're self-employed. No, I work for our family cherry farm, so I wouldn't necessarily say myself. So if any of that interests you guys, please don't hesitate to hit that sub button. I make videos about what we do weekly on the farm, so you can check that out. I show our whole planting process. I have so many out, really. So many cool options about what we do. So much stuff. You just have to videos and let me know what you guys are interested in. We planted apples and cherries this year. I show how we use GPS technology to plant our orchard. So many cool things. You just got to dive in. You just got to dive in and check it out. Change bucket, change the teeth. Yeah, this thing's thumb is completely blown. It is way too old. You'll never be out of work if you have a trade, and driving a machine's also a trade. Cherry's the only fruit I don't like. Love the apples though. Yeah, cherries are. It's interesting because they're. It's not quite like a. I don't know. Apples are more like it's not a necessity, but it's so much more common. Not many people go to the store specifically, or they're like, "Hey, I have to buy some dried cherries today. It just doesn't really happen. We gotta get people to buy some more cherries. The path of us are all put on by the Lord, says Richard. A small farm part time at a box store. Love fruit trees. Well, we grow a hell of a lot of them. We have 2,500 acres of on our farm. That's the farmable acres. We have that, and then a thousand of that is downstate. Uh, we have we have farms in 5 different counties in Michigan. We're very far spread out. This is the first time I came to your live when you weren't having lunch. Well, I guess you joined at the right time then, or you missed. Or actually, I wasn't live for lunch today. So, and wildlife control. We've had fences up to prevent the deer from eating our trees. Segment where we talk about what my wife made me for lunch. Sometimes she gets on and chimes in. It's actually been one of the most popular parts of the live streams. The amount of viewers always skyrockets during the lunch hour while we're talking about the food. It's quite funny. It's a strange, it's a strange thing. It's a very, very strange thing. But I like it. It's fun. Oh, and hit the like button, says Michigan Gun Dog. Do you have a harvest video? Absolutely, my friend. I have a video that breaks down. It's actually 2 videos. It breaks down the entire process because we do. After the cherries get harvested, we also grade them so we know like the condition of them, and then it also shows you the shipping and receiving. We can harvest almost 1,000,000 pounds of cherries in a 24-hour period. Things are going right. But so yes, to answer your question, there's a great harvest video. It shows the 2 machines that work side by side. One machine actually grabs onto the cherry tree and shakes it, and that's all on there. You should go check that out. It's super neat. The first time I saw it on like in person, I was like shocked when I first started. I was like, whoa, that's super cool. You could stand 40, 50, 60, 100 feet away and the ground is just shaking under your feet because the tree roots are just, the root system's so vast. It's everybody should see it once. Everybody should see it once. Everybody must be having lunch at the same time. Ever try people who pay to hunt? No, we don't. We have a list of a bunch of people who do hunt all the properties that aren't fenced in. And it's like I don't know, it's kind of like a lottery system almost. We have one guy who runs all of that, talks with the DNR. We have to get your driver's license, and all that stuff down, and permission slips you have to prove that you're allowed to be on the properties. It's a whole show because we actually do have a lot of that land is not fenced in. A lot of the older orchards that are established that the deer don't really mess with. So I need pollinator trees for apples. Yes, we have. I don't even know what variety it is. We use a couple different like crabapple type trees, and they're planted at the end of every row. Farmers are important around the world. Yes, nobody would have any food. Yes, we do pollinator apple trees just for anything because they're not really worth anything, but they play a nice big role. We have our own bees. We have our own apiary company where we produce honey and pollinate all of our own trees. And then in the winter, we own land in Florida. Then we send them to Florida in the winter, and then they do apples. They do almonds in the springtime in California. Then they come back and do our southern Michigan farms, and then come back up here to Traverse City area. You can see all of that. You can see how we set them out in the orchards. The whole honey extraction process is actually on the channel as well. where I talk with our beekeeper and he goes through all of the machines that we use and all the spinning, the whole honey extraction process is online also. You can check that out as well. I think that's such a cool process. Any pecan or walnuts for personal use? No, we do have some black walnut trees on the farm that we prune and are currently growing because black walnut is worth some money in 100 years if you grow the trees the right way. Do you have problems with starlings? We use bird lasers to keep them out of the blueberries. We only have a problem with crows. Out here, and usually falcons, crows don't like falcons, so they or hawks. I forget what it is. They don't usually like those, so we can get away. We don't have too much, but they will destroy your crop. It's pretty impressive what they'll do. They'll eat a hole right in the side of an apple as soon as it changes colors. I don't know. I think it's the sugars that they like. They're into the sugar in the plant. But we've been talking about doing lasers to get the birds out and scare them out, but we haven't pulled the trigger on any yet because they want like 50 grand for them and they only cover like a 400-yard circle. You know what bees do? The bees bring. Do you know what bees do to a bee who brings back fermented pollen? What's that? I'm assuming this is a joke. All right, we got that side-ish done. So we'll come over here and get as deep as I can reach. Let's see if I get this guy up. Lasers work awesome for the birds. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We bought like a little handheld one, but that works just as much as tits on a nun if you're not there. Just as useless as tits on a nun. You got to be there to run it. Got to be there to do it. It's like one of the guys in the middle of Michigan on the ridge, the Big Apple area. He has a hail cannon. And what it does is when you have a hail cloud or storm that could potentially be dropping hail on your apples, it fires like a subsonic signal up into the sky and it actually breaks up the whole cloud. And you can see it on the radar when it splits the cloud and it prevents that from happening. But I mean, one time he got hail this year, he wasn't actually on the farm that day to turn it on. It's like, well, it only works unless you're there to turn it on, buddy. Bogdan, what's up? No, the guards of the hive will catch and pull their legs off. That's crazy. It's it's a fascinating thing what the bees do. All of their like he throws out some really cool facts and tells you some stuff about it, and it's really really interesting stuff. Like how I forget how many flowers that they like visit in a day, and like all this cool stuff. You got a new roof out of a hailstorm 2 years ago. I know it. Nice job you do. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying to pull some trees out. We're trees and stumps. Sometimes it's a little bit of both. Let's see what we can pull up at one time. Maybe find a little gold. I don't know. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for commenting. Hitachi, yes, sir. There's my Southern hospitality. Richard, yes, sir. Hitachi, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. This is it helps support me, helps support the channel, helps get the videos pushed out to more folks. If you've already subbed today, thank you very much. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. We have a TikTok and a Facebook page. You guys can like it on all the socials. I post shorts every day pretty much. I post long form content, all kinds of good stuff. Where did that branch come from? This came from way over there. Red fire ants. I need a thumb. I need a thumb like you have. The thumb is fantastic. You gotta have a hydraulic thumb. That is a must. See, every time I turn, these trees just break in half because they're so weak. And then I have a hard. And then I have to readjust, all because of the poplar. Yeah, the thumb is a must. If you're gonna be doing stuff, if you're gonna be grabbing anything with a machine, you gotta have a thumb, whether it's stationary or hydraulic. Yeah, we don't really have many of that brand here. This is a 160. I'm not sure what the motor size is, just because it's a smaller number, but a different company can definitely have, oh my God, a similar size machine, horsepower wise, and lifting weight. Do you live stream, brother? I love checking out other people's channels. So if you guys, if you guys do something interesting, let me know what you do, and I'd love to come check your stuff out. I try to make an effort for everybody who makes an effort for me. I do my best. Where are you now? This is the United States, in the state of Michigan. Where are you from? Dawn, the tree lights, and damn, the tree fights back. Throws sticks at the machine. Yeah, it was a tree from like way off to the left. It wasn't even where I was even operating the machine. It was like a dead branch from above that came down from way over here on the left. Which doesn't make much sense, but you're from Romania. Well, thanks for watching the live stream. I chat with everybody. I answer pretty much all questions if people have them. I have no reason not to. It makes my day go by quicker when friendly folks stop in and want to know what I'm up to or why we do certain things and stuff like that. But you hate to say it, but I can use a skid loader with teeth and get the job done faster. I bet. I'd love a forestry grinder. There's a lot of I can't believe that we don't have a skid steer on the farm. It blows me away. We used to have two of them, and then we got rid of them, and we never went back. So why that is, I don't know. Because every time we rent one for something, I love them, but not getting stumps as quick. Yeah, see that's the thing is this was clear cut back. Otherwise, we would not be using this. We wouldn't be wasting our time with a machine like this to get all these trees down. So it's a little bit of everything. I wish we had a one with a grapple. If we had a skid steer with a grapple on it too, that would be fantastic. We have a grinder, but that leaves you with a huge mess on a job like this. I wish we had a forestry grinder. Oh my god! Excuse me, it's water. It was so much fun running that. Oh. We rented one for 1 week, and it was. The girls drove mine into the lake, said it was stuck. Oh, for sure, it was definitely stuck. Did you guys make it back? We hit a spot with one bar. Really slowed the. Really just put us on lockdown there. That was no good. I would say if it's in the lake, ooh, ooh, no, thank you. I would say if it's in the lake, buddy, that would be pretty well stuck. Not gonna lie. It took 3 hours and a bucket of chain to get it out of there. Are you gonna save any poplar trees? You can make good money. Hell no. These poplars are gone. Poplars are the biggest pain in the butt, dude. They are the biggest pain in the butt. They just come back too. Like if we don't take care of this and smooth this up and make it at least mowable with an orchard mower, this whole place would be overrun again and so quickly. So we gotta try and avoid that like the plague. But after we get done here and probably I don't know, it'll probably maybe by the end of the week I'll have this whole area cleaned up. Um, I do have to take our loader, the big loader, to the shop. So maybe we'll go on a little road trip. Now I got a couple stumps here that are in the way. Yeah, I'm not going to try and save any, but we're going to jump back in the loader here in about a half hour probably. Two stumps right next to each other right here. Try and take those out. Wow, that's a big stump. All these trees on the other side want to fall down, but the stump is not wanting to move at all. But it's all about leverage. I think I just got to get a little closer. They were scared. They were scared I'd be mad. Never show anger to the child because of a mistake. That's true. I have a 2-year-old son and a daughter on the way in the end of March. So I'm learning to be more patient because I'm traditionally not the most patient sometimes with some things. Potty training has really tested the patience, you know. Potty training has really tested the patience. But like my wife said, you can't show anger, otherwise they'll lose confidence in it. So nice and calm, relaxed, just chill. I'm just a chill guy. My son's actually done so good. He's yet, of course, I'm going to say this now, but he's yet to wet the bed. He sleeps for 12 hours a night, every night. And he only shits his pants at daycare. I don't know why. Maybe he's having too much fun. But he only shits his pants at daycare, which I think is pretty funny, especially because I don't have to clean it up. Dig in front of the stump, then go behind the stump. Dig and curl the bucket. It definitely is more work when the trees are bigger. But most of these poplars have such a shallow root system that I can literally get right behind it, and they usually pull right up without any issue. And as long as I'm careful enough, they don't want to tip back onto me. but per usual. You do this in your country. Nice. There's a guy named Brad in here. Well, he was here earlier, but he calls it cowboy logging. I thought that was funny. Cowboy logging. Eeh. Just out of my reach there, but we got her done. There's some roots that's okay, I gotta grab, but nothing we can't fix. With a field of apple trees. The same thing then, because we got a bunch of apple trees right here. All these, it's all high density apple. High density apples, multiple different varieties. Dozer with a 6-way blade. Yeah, we have a dozer. It's just a 3-way. It's old Komatsu. The longer you watch the stream, the longer you'll realize that we don't have anything brand new on the farm. We just keep using old stuff and fixing it up. How many tons is the Hitachi? I don't know. Is there somewhere inside the machine that'll tell me? It's a 160. I don't know if that tells you anything, but I literally drive this thing 3 weeks out of the entire year, probably. And it sits outside all the rest of the year. If you believe that. Because it's the truth. We only use it for a couple jobs. This is a suspiciously large. Without any stomps? I don't believe it. That was tough to believe. What a nice break. The petrified frog. Ooh, maybe 17 tons. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's just the right size machine for what we do. We have a smaller machine for little jobs, and we have this for the bigger stuff, and that's about all we need on a cherry farm. That's just about all we need. Guys, don't forget, if you're new here, help support the channel. Double tap the screen, like the video, sub to the channel, help me out. Go check out the long form content, guys. I got so much other cool stuff like I was talking earlier. That really helps me out. I appreciate everybody. It's been good getting to know a lot of new faces in here today. A lot of new people. That's always fun. And of course, a lot of returnees. There's a stump there. Ooh. Ooh. Go back to work tomorrow, huh? Time off or what? Oh, now there's two stumps right next to each other. Oh, come on out. Wow. This one's putting up a fight, boys. Maybe I gotta get it. I gotta get it from the other side. But there's also a stump there. Stump City. Ah, you gotta do a little bit of a repair. Ah. That'll happen. That'll happen. Come on. The old rip balls. I had pushed in the clutch. I had pushed in clutch on the back of the pond so I could stop the bottom first gear, foot slipping and rolling down the hill. 5-high transversion. Got to watch out for that. Sometimes that's the safest thing to do, though. Is this warming up and fading? That's annoying. Cold as hell. That's no joke. Wow. Well, shit. Yeah, stumps can definitely be very difficult. Whoops. Especially if they're just old and they've been in the ground for so long. Who knows how far and how deep the roots go? But this guy is. There we go. It costs you nothing to like it. That's what I'm talking about, and it helps the algorithm exactly. It costs you a thing. Damn. Oh, I can zoom. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know I could zoom the camera in. There's a lot going on this bad boy in here. A lot of chunks, a lot of big chunks. Here in Romania, we give many holidays and Christmas. Can't wait to start work. I can't say there's many. One of one, my friend. One of one. Oh my God, there's another stump. Every time I put the bucket down somewhere, there's a new stump. Holy cow. And then they just all bust up, split up. Busting up, splitting up. Not work if you enjoy it. It's true. Very true. That's the age old saying, right? It's the age old saying. I forgot there's still this guy still in here. But I got a good chunk of it out now. Yeah, we had a great New Year, great Christmas. Hope everybody else did. The YouTube channel has been just popping off since the New Year. I set a goal for the channel to get to 10,000 subscribers, and I think we're almost at 4,000 already. So we've been doing a lot of growing. Thanks to all the support from everyone who's been watching, obviously. Yeah, I do usually drop them, but we are going to move all of these again before we stack them up and burn them. So a lot of the other dirt will come out on its own. If there's a lot in the root ball, I'll pick it up and drop it, but I'm kind of in a rush to finish filling this back in and get this next one out because I got to go take that loader in before I go home. So I'm kind of in a pinch here, trying to just speed up the process a little bit. I don't know what everyone's doing tomorrow, but if I'm back out here, I could do another live stream. That'll be like 5 in a row of doing this. I don't know if that's overkill. I don't know if people want to keep watching me just do this the whole time. But, whoa, that's up to you guys, I guess. If I end up doing this, I can absolutely pop the live stream back on, but I don't want to overdo it, you know? Nobody likes it when there's dirt in the brush pile. That is a big pain in the butt. I can't believe this. Wow. Talk about a strong root. I hate not being on level ground. It drives me absolutely nuts. It literally drives me crazy. This machine just is too old. It has no guts to it. No guts anymore. No guts. There we go. We just needed a little readjusting to get this out. Just for you, I'll drop this one for you. And we can't get decent cell phone service in a populated area. It's absolutely blowing my mind. Sweet gum tree is one of the largest runnings off one side. Oaks spread pretty wide and evenly throughout the tree. Pine has good toppers. Oh, so true. You definitely know a little more about different the root setups than I do. But I got to go take this loader back to the shop. So that's gonna be it. That's not how I want the bucket. That's gonna be it for the live stream today. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't forget to go check out some of the long form content. If you guys have time, watch one of those videos. Let me know. Comment down below and let me know. Did it come back? This one bar stuff's really annoying. All right, we're back. Haul dirt to a racetrack. Asked the owner if we could race the dump trucks. All right, well, I got to get in this thing and take it to the shop. So before I got cut off by the no service. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Maybe tomorrow. We'll find out. check out the long form content. Go watch something. Let me know which one you like the most. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for liking, subbing, and checking out the channel and chatting today. We'll catch you guys next time.